Hello, everyone, and welcome to Proline, the longest-running sports handicapping show in America. I'm John Cranton in Las Vegas, joined by Jeff Sard, who's been running Las Vegas Sports Services for over 15 years. We're going to be taking a look at the Sweet 16 this weekend. 3 games on tap that we'll take a look at. Some teams to wager on, some to go against, as well as, if you like to play totals, some over and under spots. But first, Jeff had a red-hot run in college basketball, 16-3 run if you count all the tournaments. I know you're off a 5-0 Sunday at UCLA, Iowa State, Virginia, and you're looking for more winners this weekend. How can folks get aboard red-hot LVSS?
Yeah, not a bad start to the NCAA tournament. 13-3 in the NCAA tournament, 16-3 college basketball since last Wednesday. Sunday and Monday, I was 8-1. College and NBA combined, all against the spread. So everything's going great at LVSS right now. And now you're going to get 5 weeks of action. It's going to be through the last day of April. Baseball, NBA, college action, all for a grand total of just $19. Call LVSS 1-866-575-8916, 1-866-575-8916.
All right, Mr. Vegas has a blockbuster Friday going on. It's a 5-play countdown. You can get all 5 plays for $15, and one of them is his Wise Guys Game of the Year. That play is available online right now at jimfeist.com for $50. However, you can get all 5, including that game, for $15 from Mr. Vegas by calling 1-866-896-1627. All right, Jeff, our first game is going on Thursday from Memphis. It's quite a showdown. Florida, number 1 seed against UCLA, a red-hot number 4 seed. Haven't seen a lot of line movement with the side. Florida around 4.5. But we have seen it with the total going up from 136.5 to 137. A lot of these games early, we have seen line movement on the total moving up. It's a contrast in styles. UCLA loves to run. Florida loves to slow it down with that choking defense. And, if defense rules the day, Florida's certainly going to have an edge. UCLA is playing great basketball right now, but they are 0-7 against the spread when they face the SEC. Who do you see having an edge?
Well, UCLA's season turned around a few weeks ago. First, they had the suspensions of 2 of the best players, Kyle Anderson and Jordan Adams. Then a week later, they were embarrassed at Washington State. That lost to one of the worst teams in the Pac-12, 73-55. As so often happens when adversity strikes a team, oftentimes after that, a team comes together and they're stronger for their experience. That's what happened to UCLA. Since that Washington State loss, they've won and covered 5 in a row. This year, they have, as opposed to the Ben Howland years, UCLA actually has an offense, and it's a good one too. So this won't be the same kind of offense that got destroyed by Florida back in '06 and back when they lost the championship game in the Final Four. Back then, UCLA just couldn't outscore anybody when they had to. This team is a lot different. So I think UCLA was a fighting chance here. The odds, the Lions about 4.5. All these lines Thursday and Friday are pretty tight. These are the toughest games to handicap. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go in this game yet. I might lay off it. Florida's 18-0 in the SEC. It looks even better now after we have 3 SEC teams in the tournament, and they're still all alive. All season long, the SEC looked pretty weak, but right now they're looking pretty good. Florida's got that experience with Prather, Young, and Wilbekin. Billy Donovan's 19-8 against the spread his last 27 NCAA tournament games. So this should be one of the best games of Thursday and Friday, John.
It certainly is, yeah, a terrific showdown between 2 dominant and red-hot teams. I'm going to take a look at the total. I mean, when UCLA Bruins play in non-conference games, it might surprise people that they're 6-0 under the total with all that offense they have. Yeah, they were dynamite at running up-tempo all season long, but let's not overlook the Bruins' defense. They're 5th in the Pac-12 in field goal shooting defense, allowing just over 43% shooting. And look what they did during recent play. When the Pac-12 tourney, that was a great Oregon offense they faced. They held them to just 63 points in an 82-63 blowout. They held Stanford to 59 points. Won the title game against that great Arizona offense, allowing 71 points. And then the 2 tourney games they played against Tulsa and Stephen Austin, they allowed 59 and 60 points. So this UCLA defense is playing great basketball right now. And, of course, Florida, such a dominant team. When Florida comes off a spread win, they're 25-9 under the total that next game. Florida's margin of victory in the SEC was plus 13. I mean, that was almost 5 points better than the next team. actually was doubled the next team, and that next team may surprise people. It was Tennessee with a +5 ratio. Vols certainly getting hot at the right time. Well, that was not a fluke. That was a very good Tennessee team. And finally, this veteran Florida defense, when they face a good team, a team with a winning percentage of 60% or greater, Florida is 24-9 under the totals. That's the way I'm going to look at this UCLA-Florida game. I think the UCLA defense is better than people give it credit for, and we know how good Florida is. Probably a game to look at under the total on Thursday. Okay, before we get to the Friday games, Jim Feist is going to take a look at some tournament line movement that he's seen this week, and Jim has been sizzling as well. 19-7-1 run, as well as a perfect 6-0 with college basketball games of the year. This tournament play this month anyway. Jim, what do you see out there?
Hello, everybody. This is Jim Feist in Las Vegas. We're coming off a fantastic week of college basketball winners. 12-4 on the weekend. Big plays, 2-1 in my inner circles. I had a run with Dayton over Ohio State, Baylor over Creighton, Virginia, Tennessee. It went on and on and on. It's been absolutely fantastic. I'm on a 25-15 inner circle run. 6-0 run with college basketball game of the years. It's been incredible, and I have more coming up this weekend. Now, let's look at what we got going on this weekend. You know, it's Sweet 16, but the games are going to be extremely tight. At least the lines are extremely tight. There's not one spread that is over 6 points. You got Florida over UCLA, 4.5 points. Stanford, 3 over Dayton. Wisconsin, 2.5 over Baylor. Arizona, 6 over San Diego State. Interesting about that game, San Diego State has already beaten them once this year. Iowa State, even without their player, they win big yesterday. Well, they didn't win big, but they won and did cover. They're 1 over Connecticut. Michigan State is 1 over Virginia. Michigan is 2 over Tennessee, and one of the bigger lines, Louisville, is 5 over Kentucky, even though Kentucky has beaten them once this year. It's a huge weekend coming up. We got the NIT, the CIT, the CBI. We're going to have plays each and every day, and some of those plays are going to be rather large. We're going to have a Sweet 16 game of the year, and we will have a big play in the Elite 8 as well, heading on down the road to the Final Four the following week. So we're pretty excited about what's going on. You can get, I got a special going on this week, Week 16 Game of the Year. It's $100 online, but you get this with a guarantee for just $25 by calling 1-866-841-1655. You can buy it online for $100, or you can call it, get it for $25, and you get a Inner Circle winner as well. Just call 1-866-841-1655. Again, this has been one of the best postseason runs I've ever had. Red hot. I got a beat on these games. I understand the coaching. I understand the teams. We're going to have very competitive games in the Sweet 16. There's not one point spread higher than a 6. And some of them are just 1. So basically they're pick-em games. You just got to win the game for the most part. Of course, some of these games are very close at the end. And what happened? Teams just don't know how to shoot foul shots anymore. That's a key part of the handicapping equation that I look at each and every day.